Hey, kindergarten students, what's up? Today is all about patterns. Now, there are some students in Miss Schultz's class who have done this already. You're going to just do it again because you need a little more practice. I think some of you nailed it, but some of you can get better. Some of you can improve. Everybody else in kindergarten, this is going to be new for you. First question, what is a pattern? Does anyone know what a pattern is? A pattern in art is when you take one of the elements of art or combine some elements of art and then you repeat them. What does that mean? Well, let's think about our elements of art. We have line. Everybody say line. We also have shape. Everybody say shape. And then, of course, we have color. Go ahead and say it. Now, if you take line or shape or color and put them together, you can make interesting things. Now, if you take those things and you repeat them over and over and over again, you will get a pattern, okay? So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of create some patterns of our own, all right? You can see this drawing that I have here. I've got some patterns on it, okay? And we're gonna make some patterns of our own today by repeating the elements of art. So here's a simple pattern. It's just stripes, it's lines, but different colored lines make a pattern. This is a pattern using shape, all right? So we're gonna start really simple, but first we gotta get our paper ready, okay? So you're gonna want a pencil today and then maybe some markers or some crayons because you're probably gonna wanna use some colors, okay? So let's take a look at our paper. First things first, I wanna draw a line straight down the middle of my paper like this. One line like this. Okay. Then I'm going to turn my paper this way, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do one line all the way down my paper like that. You should be doing this too. So if you haven't got out your paper yet, pause this video and come back and catch up. You should be doing this drawing right now. Okay. If I go too fast, just go ahead and pause the video and catch up. Now I want to put a line in the going down like this one in between here and here. So here's the edge of the paper, here's the middle of the paper, and in the middle of those, I'm going to draw one more line like this. And if you notice, what we're doing is we're kind of dividing up our paper into shapes. What shape is this? If you said rectangle, you are right. It's got 4 straight sides. Okay, so we're going to start simple. I want you to grab 2 colors. Grab 2 colors, and you're going to draw some stripes. So all you got to do for a stripe pattern is draw lines. Now I'm going to kind of draw mine diagonally, but they could be straight, they could be up and down. It's up to you. And I'm going to leave a little bit of space in between them, because in between them, I'm going to do a different color. This would be a good part right here to pause the video and you catch up and draw that, and then replay the video when you're ready. So another thing we've learned, let's think about all the lines we've learned, okay? And I realize that some of us have forgotten the names of some of our lines, so let's go back and remember the zigzag line. So the zigzag line is just these diagonal lines like this. I want you to go ahead and make a zigzag line pattern. Awesome. Now, let's do another one with straight lines. Let's do straight lines that go up and down like this. These are called vertical lines when you do a straight up and down line like this. And then I'm going to do this line. And this creates something called a grid. So this is a grid pattern. And then what we can do is we can color in these squares or rectangles. And when we color them in, we're going to color in every other one. So I'm going to color in this one, then I'm going to skip one. I'm going to color in this one, and then I'm going to color in this one. So I skipped one. Then when I go to the next row, same thing. I'm going to skip this one, so I'm going to color in this one. And notice when I color them in, all the corners touch, but I'm leaving the other ones open. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and color mine. And if I go too fast for you, go ahead and just pause the video until you catch up. Okay, let's do a fun shape pattern. So I want you to think of a shape that you like. It could be a heart, it could be a star, it could be a triangle, it could be a square. In fact, I'm just going to go circles. I'm going to do like a simple dot pattern. I'm going to make little polka dots. Let's do that, actually. We'll do the other more complicated shapes down below. Okay. And then maybe down here. Okay, now the rest of it is up to you. I want you to create your own patterns. You might do lines, you might do shapes, or you might combine the two. You might do so like I did a zigzag and heart. That one turned out good. I did repeating castle lines. One of my classes, somebody had a stormtrooper, so we were going to do little stormtroopers. This one's like a pattern of emojis. This one is flower, heart, butterfly, flower, heart, butterfly, and it just kind of repeats up and down. And that one turned out really good too. So whatever you choose, shapes and lines of your own, why don't you fill in the rest of these? And then I want you to bring your patterns, okay? I want you to bring your patterns to class so you can show me next week what you've done, okay? So bring your patterns to class, finish up, do your own, take your time with it. If you want to do more than this, flip your paper over and do more, or grab another piece of paper and try some more. It's always good to keep practicing your lines and your shapes and adding them together to make patterns, okay? I'm excited to see what you have, and I will see you guys next week.